Yes.
What
Yeah.
happened? Tell us.
So I was headed to, I believe maybe a speaking engagement. I'm not quite sure that day that it happened, but I will say that I could hear the Lord softly say, uh, "Turn right," and I was like, "What? Like that's the longer route. Like why would I? Well, like where? Why would you have me go this route?" And then come to find out, I'd watched the news a little later, and there was a car accident on the very same street that God said adjust. And so sometimes we don't realize the adjustment is for protection. And it's so, and if we don't adjust, it can cost us greater later. And so we have to know how to adjust in situations because we don't know if it's God protection. And that take me to the story of the children of Israel. After God had rescued them from Pharaoh, right? It said that he took them the longer route. Could you imagine? Now we having a conversation. Can I just talk to you? Can you
Talk.
imagine how irritated, how bothered, how upset they was murmuring, complaining? I don't know why they got me walking this way. We done
Mhm.
came this way. I'm sick of this. Y'all could have left me in Egypt. I'm tired of this Moses. Why'd you do this? This ain't
Mhm.
because they refused, like you were talking about, the attitude to adjust the attitude. And here's what they didn't realize that there was a battle right ahead of them that was bigger than the adjustment they had to
Mhm.
go through had they just went through the adjustment.
Yes.
Ma'am, he said that I didn't take you that way because I knew that your enemies was waiting that way and you would have lost the battle and you would have went back to the very place I was bringing you from. So that small adjustment, because they perspective couldn't see the bigger picture, they had to wander in a situation, what you just said, longer than they should have been because they didn't adjust.
Listen, ma'am, you about to stir something in this.
Hurry
Listen, you
it
about
up.
to stir it at this table because there are times in life. Because let's fast forward because there's some lifeliners that are saying, "Well, that sounds like me. I didn't, and I kept on, and I refused to adjust, and now I have a my life is in shambles. I've wrecked my life." But let me tell you something about even with a wrecked life. Even with
Come
a
on.
wrecked life, there is a term in the insurance world that's called an adjustment, where an adjuster will come out and will assess the damage. They will assess the damage to determine your payout. Let me
Yes.
talk to some lifeliners. I know you feeling all of this stuff and it feels hard and it feels like it's unfair and it feels like you've been slighted. You feel like you've been overlooked. Honey, that is just you being adjusted for a bigger payoff. I need somebody that is listening to Dr. Amy and myself to be prepared for the adjuster to
Come
get
on.
ready to pay you for all of the inconvenience, to pay you for all of the tears, just to pay you simply because you said, I'm going to move to the left. I'm going to let that pass. I could clap back, but I won't.
Come on.
I could tell my story, but I won't. Matter of fact, I could tell the truth, but I won't. I'm simply
Right.
going to understand that this, again, as Dr. Amy said, it didn't happen to me. It happened for me that I might know who I am. And oftentimes adjustments begin to show us what we're made of.
Yeah.
Wow. There have been times that even in marriages, adjustments make you child. It make you know what you're made of. Parenting, adjusting from one kid to the other, let you know what you're made of.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Amy, I know our time is getting a little, it's moving a little further away from us, but if there was somebody that was listening and saying, you know what, I know I need to adjust and I'm having some difficulties adjusting. What's the first thing that I should do? Or what is the first step that I could take to begin this adjustment process? Mind you, it's nothing huge. It's just a slight movement. What are some of the things you would recommend?
Well, I would say the first thing a person needs to do is sit down with themselves and ask yourself this question. What is it costing me not to adjust?
Ma'am, listen, we're gonna go to commercial break. What what is it costing me?
Not to adjust. Your adjustment is costing your peace. your adjustment is costing you